What it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. This is the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,200 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys. So I thank you for the downloads, the shares, the love, all that good stuff. Today, I am joined by Olympic-level boxing coach, founder of the Too Pretty brand, speaker, cover model, and everything else, the beautiful Cary Williams. Hey, Cary.
Hey, how's it going, Ash?
Oh, it's going pretty good. How are you doing today, Cary?
I'm great. Thank you for having me on the show.
I appreciate you. So, Cary, where are we speaking with you from right now? Where are you at?
I'm in Santa Monica, California.
Ooh, awesome. So are you from Santa Monica?
I'm from Sacramento originally, which is Northern California, and I moved to Santa Monica about 6 years ago.
Okay, cool. So, Cary, as a kid, what was your ideal job?
Well, funny enough, I thought I was a really great singer when I was a child, and nobody really knows this, but I thought, I'm going to be a singer, and I would perform for my family. And turns out, not quite so much.
But, who knows? Karaoke is always fun. Everybody's good at karaoke. Why can't we just go to
right.
the bar?
But I was a little, very independent little one, and I started being an entrepreneur at probably age 8. So I figured that was probably my path.
Gotcha. So what led you to taking your health seriously and then really opening up the message to the world?
Well, I remember I was never really heavy, and when I got into my mid-20s, I started to gain weight, and I thought, wow, I guess I need to exercise. And I was never an athletic child. I was a very academic child. And so I attempted to run about 3 blocks, and I was completely winded. And I said, might have a problem here.
Yeah.
And so I just started exercising more, and it led me into opening my first boxing gym about 20 years ago.
Wow. So when you opened that first gym, what were some of the challenges that you were facing?
Oh, gosh. Well, being a very young female in a male-dominated sport and in a male-dominated industry, i.e. business, I could spend an hour talking about the obstacles I ran into, but it was very challenging, and I would just try to use being a woman as my strength rather than look at it as a hindering, kind of issue that I had.
Gotcha. Now, what was the inspiration behind Too Pretty brand?
Well, as a fighter, because I was a former fighter too, aside from being a coach, but I was told a lot of times, oh, you look like a girl, you shouldn't be boxing, you're too pretty to be a boxer. It was just a lot of people just kind of telling me in their own way that I probably shouldn't be doing the sport because of my appearance. I looked too petite, I was too frail, I was too small. And it started to bother me, and I noticed that there were a lot of other women and girls out there in other industries and sports that are probably hearing the same BS.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I think that a lot of us like clothes, and I thought, how could I spread this message? So I started the Too Pretty brand. And the idea of the Too Pretty brand is that you're never too pretty to do anything, and it's become this amazing brand that's created an amazing female community, where we have ambassadors from all over the world that do different activities or sports that really rep the brand.
Awesome. Now, everyone has, the first time with every different thing that they may be jumping into. I want to talk about the very first cover that you shot. What was going on in your mind as you were shooting your very first magazine cover? What was going through your mind? Because you'd never done this before.
I was really embarrassed, and I was really self-conscious. I was really nervous, so it wasn't actually like a really pleasant experience. It's kind of weird. You're asked to be on the cover, but then you have all these insecurities. I have insecurities just like everybody else does, and so that was kind of the feeling that I had. very strange, but, just like any other gal.
Awesome. All right, you guys. So hang tight with me. We're going to talk more with Cary Lee Williams, and we're going to talk about maybe some stuff that's coming up, maybe some promotions and things that you guys can jump into if you're in that California area. So hang tight with me, and we will be right back. Did you know that some foods can cause weight gain, body aches, and extreme fatigue? These are just some of the symptoms of food intolerance. Well, what is food intolerance? Food intolerance can occur when the body cannot properly digest certain foods. This can result in acid reflux, migraines, and so many other painful issues. How do you find out what foods are causing this irritation? It's easy. Pinner Test. With 500,000 satisfied clients worldwide, Pinner Test is the #1 way of identifying foods that may be causing discomfort. This simple at-home kit is easy to use with results usually within 2 weeks via email. It's that simple, all right? What are you waiting for? Go visit pinnertest.com and use my special promo code AshSaidIt for your discount today. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. We're talking with Olympic level boxing coach, former Miss Cary Lee Williams. And so, Cary, I want to talk about that. You know, as you're this Olympic level boxing coach, what led to that aspect of your career?
Yeah. It's a pretty backward story. I, after college, wanted to open my own business. I have a degree in environmental science, which is not anything close to what I do now. I worked for the government for about a year, and I absolutely hated it. I was a really bad employee, and so I was like, I got to do something on my own. And I knew somebody who was a boxer at the time, and it just kind of worked out to where I could have him as my head trainer. And I wanted to open the first boxing gym that actually anybody could learn how to box in. You didn't have to be a fighter. You could actually come in and really learn how to box, which in 1998 wasn't available. Yeah. So that's how I opened my first gym. And then the business got very busy. We were very popular, and so I needed to help coach. So then I became a coach. And then from there, I felt it was hypocritical to train people in a sport that I hadn't competed in. And so then I became a fighter.
Wow.
So
that is
there you
phenomenal.
go. And then after fighting, I decided I wanted to kind of improve on my coaching skills and my levels. So I spent a lot of time working on that and also getting experience with cornering and going to the Olympic Training Center and going through a lot of clinics and whatnot. So that's how I got to that level.
Gotcha. Now, what are some upcoming events that people can possibly partake in?
Let's see. I have a new program. If anyone's in Santa Monica, I'll be having a new program at my boxing studio called The Stables. I own a boxing gym as well in Santa Monica. But I'll be starting a new program there in a couple weeks. And also, if you are into fashion and into female empowerment, and you could apply to be an ambassador for the Too Pretty brand. We're doing a big ambassador search starting next week. So, so that's pretty cool.
That sounds pretty awesome. Now, last but certainly not least, Cary, what advice can you offer for any person looking to improve their overall health?
It's all in your head. You've got to get your mind right. I don't care how hard you work out or, how well you think you're eating. You will fall off the wagon if your mind isn't right. So you need to get there first, and you need to make that commitment. It's just like if, you were trying to quit something, whether it's smoking or drinking or whatever. If you're not ready to quit doing something, you're not going to do it. And it's the same thing with exercise and being healthy. So you really need to focus mentally on being healthy and make the commitment and then do it.
Sounds like a plan. Cary, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Having you on the program. Let everyone know the best way to get in contact with you and all your social platforms.
For sure. So the brand, Too Pretty Brand, it's TOOPRETTY brand.com. And if you're trying to reach me, where you can reach everything with me, it's Cary-Williams.com. Social media is Cary Lee Williams, which Lee's my last name. I'm sorry, my middle name. But Cary Williams was taken by the famous Ravens football player. So it's Cary Lee Williams.
That'll work. That'll work. Thank you so much, Terry. Much more success 2018 and beyond. Keep on trailblazing. Loving that energy that you're putting out there.
Yeah, you too, girl.
Awesome. And thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for all of your love and support. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better. Until next time, you guys.